A Cooking Egg. The poem was written by T.S. Eliot, which was written in 1919, published in the volume titled Poems in 1920. It follows dramatic monologue, and the poem, the whole poem reviews his past, and the past contrasts with the present and the future. So the poem is a mixture of three times, that is past, present, and the future. The poem begins with the two lines which was written in French, taken from Francois Villon's poem titled The Great Testament. The translation goes like this: In the 30th year of my life, when I drank up all my shame. This is the translation of the French epigraph. There are 8 stanzas in this poem, and the 7th and the 8th stanza is divided by a single line, that is, where are the eagles and the trumpets. Okay. The first stanza goes like this: Pipit sate upright in her chair, some distance from where I was sitting. Views of the Oxford colleges lay on the table with the knitting. Pipit, there are two characters in the poem, that is, the poet and Pipit. Pipit is like, the poet speaks of her as a bride and as a spiritual guide as well. She's a spinster, conservative woman, traditional woman, and always busy. And that is why her work is also mentioned, that is knitting. So Pipit sat upright in her chair. She is sitting in her chair, and some distance from where the poet is sitting. The first stanza displays the current scene. The views of the Oxford colleges is laying on the table, and Pipit is busy knitting. The second stanza daguerreotypes and silhouettes her grandfather and great aunts, supported on the mantelpiece, an invitation to the dance. Daguerreotypes is a unique image on a silver copper plate. So this is daguerreotypes and silhouettes. Her grandfather and great aunts supported on the mantelpiece, an invitation to the dance. So you can see that the poem begins by explaining things that are there inside the house. So finding his reality very unhappy and involved in boredom, the speaker thinks of his future. Perhaps after death, he'll be able to get the honor and the happiness that he's dreaming of. I shall not want honor in heaven, for I shall meet Sir Philip Sidney and have talk with Coriolanus and other heroes of that kidney. I shall not want honor in heaven in the sense he shall not lack anything, especially honor in heaven, because when he goes to heaven, he'll get all the honor that he deserves. For I shall meet Sir Philip Sidney. He goes there and meets Sir Philip Sidney, and he will have talk with Coriolanus and other heroes of that kidney, which is he tries to apply humor. Kidney is like a caliber or honor, and that is the meaning. So when he goes to heaven, he'll receive honor. He'll meet Sir Philip Sidney and will have talk with Coriolanus and get all the happiness that he want to have. The next stanza: I shall not want capital in heaven, for I shall meet Sir Alfred Mond. We two shall lie together, lapped in a 5% extra bond. Alfred Mond is the president of Imperial Chemical Industries. So he shall not lack anything, especially capital in heaven, if he meets Sir Alfred Mond. And we two shall lie together, lapped in a 5% extra bond. This means that they will have a good relationship together if the poet meets Sir Alfred Maude, and will have a you know strength financially. The point that he um, wants to highlight to the readers is he finds some relaxation in thinking of the joys of his um, dreams in when he goes to heaven, and that is why he imagines like he's in heaven. And the next stanza, I shall not want society in heaven. Lucretia Borgia shall be my bride. Her anecdotes will be more amusing than Pipit's experience could provide. Here he compares with Pipit, and he says Pipit is very boring compared to Lucretia Borgia, and Lucretia Borgia shall be my bride. He will not lack society in heaven, that is, he will be in good terms in heaven with people. Lucretia Borgia shall be his bride. Her anecdotes will be more amusing. He will have an open talk, heart to heart talk with Lucretia Borgia, and that will be more interesting than Pipit's anecdotes. So she will entertain him with lots of stories and experiences of high society. I shall not want Pipit in heaven. Madame Blavatsky will instruct me in the 7 sacred trances. Piccarda the Donati will conduct me. Madame Blavatsky belongs to the Theosophical Society and the author of 7 sacred trances. He shall not lack Pipit in heaven again, because Madame Blavatsky, who is well known in theology, will instruct him in the 7 sacred trances, and Piccarda the Donati will conduct me. Dante mentions this character in his book The Divine Comedy, and who provided him a good deal of spiritual knowledge. So in all ways he receives all he wants, all he desires, all he dreams of, and that is why he is dreaming, and that is why he travels to future. The next stanza is a sudden break from the imagination. He jumps to his childhood memories. He finds relaxation in thinking of joys of childhood. The past appears slightly better than the present, the reality. But where is the penny world I bought to eat with Pipit behind the screen? The red-eyed scavengers are creeping from Kentish Town and Golders Green. This displays the scenes that he experienced in the past when he was a kid. But where is the penny world I bought to eat with Pipit behind the screen? The chocolates or whatever they bought for just a penny. The red-eyed scavengers are creeping from Kentish Town and Golders Green. The scavengers go here and there from Kentish Town and Golders Green. Where are the eagles and the trumpets? Eagles and trumpets are the symbols of the Roman Empire. This symbolizes that the dreams and the aspirations of the past are dead. That is, the dreams and the aspirations of the past of the poet T.S. Eliot are dead, like the Roman soldiers buried under the mountains, Alps. That is explained in the next stanza. Buried beneath some snow-deep Alps, Over-buttered scones and crumpets, weeping, weeping multitudes droop in 100 ABCs. This again explains the burial scene. The Roman soldiers buried under the Alps. There is buried beneath some snow-deep Alps. Over-buttered scones and crumpets, weeping, weeping multitudes. The multitudes, the people are weeping for the Roman soldiers, and drooping in 100 ABCs. ABC is aerated bread company. So overall, we can find that the poet's mood changes once again. He realizes the futility of honor, riches, social status, and enlightenment. He realizes at last that the past and the future are unreal, are only dreams, and can be experienced only through the recollection or imagination. But what is real is present. So, the title of the poem is completely relevant because he loses the freshness of the youth and he's growing old.